everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle and today I'm going to be reviewing two books. So we have the third book of the Forbidden Library series, and it is called The Palace of Glass by Django Wexler. And we have the last and fourth book of the series, which is called The Fall of the Readers by Django Wexler. So if you guys haven't checked out my last video where I reviewed the first two books of the series, make sure you check it out. I'll leave the link in the description box below if you guys want to see that. So let's start off by talking a little bit about The Palace of Glass. So The Palace of Glass has a really interesting setting, and I was actually quite curious to know why the author actually named this book The Palace of Glass. So Alice, in the beginning of this book, is trying to get a book called The Infinite Prison so that she can trap her master, Gurion, because Gurion has killed her father and has betrayed her in many different ways, and so Alice has decided that it's been enough time and that she needs to prove to Gurion that she can do better, and she's going to trap Gurion and make him pay for what he did. Not necessarily make him pay, but just, you know, have him sit in the prison and just think about what he did while, you know, she starts to fix everything that Gurion has messed up so far in the reader's world. And again, if you haven't checked out the first video where I've reviewed the first two books of the series, this video might be a little confusing for you guys because the whole reader situation is explained in that video, so make sure you check it out. So I'm going to give you guys the rating before I talk any more about these books. So for the third book, also known as The Palace of Glass, I'm going to have to give this a 10 out of 10. And for the fourth book, I think that I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. The fourth book was surprisingly definitely my least favorite book of the series. Not that the ending was terrible, but I personally didn't like it. I'm not sure how others will feel about that. It really just depends on what you thought of the different characters in this book, and if you thought that this certain trait fits Alice, but I'm not going to be spilling the ending for you guys because I don't want to be a spoiler. Talking a little more about the third book, I think the third book was also a little heartwarming because in the end she had a little reunion with all her friends, which basically have now become family because she doesn't really have any other family. Her father has passed. He passed in the first book, right? And she has been all of a sudden passed over to the sea of readers, and so knowing that she has these readers to push her up or to have her back, I think that's just so heartwarming. And again, I mentioned all of the characters in the last book, but in the third book, two characters are added on. We have Michael and we have Jen. So Michael is this kind of nerd guy. I wouldn't say he's a full-on nerd, but I would say that he definitely has knowledge, but he does make very wise decisions. I think that he kind of goes with what's happening in the moment, and he doesn't really think too much about it. He doesn't really think twice. He does think about his decisions, but he doesn't really think twice about it. He just knows that if he wastes too much time on it, then he's just going to be stuck there forever. Jen, on the other hand, is the complete opposite of Michael. She is so arrogant. She doesn't want to trust Alice. She doesn't want to trust Zach. And, you know, honestly, Alice just really doesn't really like Jen at first. And in this book, Alice also defeats the creatures, which I think was really, really cool. And the setting for this was just amazing. And I don't want to go into too much detail in the third book because I think that's a book that you guys need to uncover a little more by yourselves. And talking a little more on the fourth book, I think the fourth book had an interesting setting, but it was tossed around a lot, right, because this is the end of the series. So as you guys know, a lot of things happen to come to a conclusion, and after Alice has trapped Gurion, she really needs to straighten out this reader world and kind of bring it back to normal, because as you guys know, the reader's world is based off of like a little bit of cruelty and kind of not caring about others' feelings or others, you know, decisions, and just doing whatever your gut tells you to. And I think Alice was very caring about this, and she just wanted to straighten it out. And she has help from her friends again. She has help from Dex, Michael, Jen, Ellen, and Isaac. And I think that the fourth book definitely showed a little more of Isaac and Alice's friendship. And ending had a change in her characteristics. If I think I should put it that way, because I don't want to say how she changed it, but she definitely changed her characteristics and her mannerism towards Alice. And I think that the end of this book definitely had one of the biggest plot twists ever. I was shocked. And I just think that this book was heartwarming, and overall from this entire series, I would have to say, I have to give it to you, Django Wexler. This was a pretty amazing series, and I'm actually going to be looking you up to see if I could find any more of your books, because honestly I'm fascinated and I absolutely love this series. It definitely opened up a different thought of how, you know, the world works, and I think that the author also did a great job of pointing out how we don't really need magical things to appear in our life, and how, you know, we can just, how we're so advanced without magic in the world. And I think that Django Wexler just, like, great job, 10 out of 10 series. And yeah, so that is all for this book review, and as you guys know, I have a sneak peek to my videos where I show you guys what the next video looks like. I usually show you guys what the next book I'm reviewing is going to look like, but in this case I'm going to be telling you guys what the next video I'm going to be uploading is. I'm going to be uploading an art supply video, and I haven't uploaded one of these types of videos in a long time, and I thought it would be a great time to review my art supplies again. So yeah, that is all for this book review. I hope you guys enjoyed me reviewing these series. Comment down below if you guys have any recommendations for what types of videos you guys would like to see from me. I post every Sunday, so make sure you check out my page. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!